What do you think Stagecoach does best?
Okay, I'll take this one. I think Stagecoach creates a sort of outlet for children. It's not school, it's not at home, they're not with their parents. They can come to Stagecoach and they can just be themselves. Whether they're shy, underconfident, really confident, a bit weird, doesn't have a lot of friends, does have a lot of friends. We put a mix of children together and it creates this family. Would you agree?
Yeah.
A sort of family within each stage. And
They can be who they are
In a safe environment.
in a safe
a safe environment, and as we said before, they're allowed to fail.
Yeah.
They don't have to be success.
And there's no right or wrong when it comes to them being in the classes and the material that we do, and if they fail, like you said, it doesn't matter.
Everybody
just try
has a
again.
chance. Everybody has a chance to come forward.
Yeah.
Everybody's equal.
No peer pressure. which
Yeah,
there is at school,
exactly.
obviously. Yeah.
And they get a chance to be
That's-
creative
Yeah.
and have fun and feel happy.
Yeah.
And they say they feel safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you ask
That
them.
word's used a lot, that they feel safe when they come here. And they'll
Yeah.
they'll often say, this is the time of the week that I like the best.
Well, exactly. So it is an outlet for them then. It is.
Yeah, like little puppy getting up and going, is it Saturday? Is it Saturday? No. Oh, is it Saturday? Is it every morning she wakes up and says, is it Saturday? She wants to go to Stagecoach. And
That's
she's
so
yippee
great,
when
isn't
it is.
So great. And it's rewarding as well, seeing, for me personally, I'm not sure what you think in drama as well, if you have got a really underconfident, very shy child, when you see that development and you see them developing and they do get up in class and join in an improv or even just say something in front of everyone, that's like, oh, this is brilliant.
Yeah.
And that's what Stagecoach
It's a
does
big
for
step.
them. It builds
When they come
confidence.
in, clinging to their mums, and by the end of the term, they're like, yes, it's me, watch me.
Yeah, and it's like a
exactly
different
what it
child.
is.
And
It's a
that's
massive thing.
got to be.
And for the little ones
Darcy,
who won't
for
even
instance.
come in without crying,
Exactly.
to
Yeah.
see them who are
Coming in
clinging around
smiling.
mum's legs and then to actually come in and be smiling and
Absolutely.
be confident about
That's
that,
what
it's
it is.
fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I stopped you.
It's fine, no, it's fine. I'm just saying, you know, when you're about children allowed to fail and the quiet ones, that kind of thing. I think sometimes, I don't know, but maybe in other places they might shrink into the background. Whereas I think at Stagecoach we see it, don't pressure it, but we recognise it, and then we will then nurture that
And encourage
that child in a way that suits
And the other
that
children
child.
encourage it as
Not
well.
just not just leave them
Yeah.
to be the shy one, because that's not what we're about.
Because they'll
that's
pick
it.
up on the shy one and they'll go, you have a go.
Yeah, the other kids are great, but the other kids aren't, they bring them on.
But you
and they
see,
give
that's
them-
where I relate to it, because those kids that didn't speak, that were shy, that was me. I wouldn't speak as a kid.
So you like the shy ones.
So I actually, I relate to those shy ones, and
Yeah.
I go out of my way to bring them out of themselves. Because I didn't have that as a kid. I just found out that when I was on stage, I could be somebody else, which is weird.
I think what's also interesting though is that sometimes it's not just about kids who need to increase in confidence. Sometimes children come overconfident.
Oh yeah.
And then it's interesting how it teaches them to learn self-discipline,
Yeah.
because that isn't
And they'll
something I
learn to
think
give
they
other
easily
people-
get at school.
Yeah.
Yeah, have a go
Yeah.
and
It's
Because I think
channeling.
school is top-down discipline, whereas here they realise they can't achieve anything unless they're part of a team,
Team, yeah.
Yeah,
and then
teamwork's
they,
massive.
and then they fall in line and
Yeah.
succeed in that
Well,
respect.
yeah, the overconfident ones just need channeling in the right direction, because they've already got that confidence. You just need to be channeled. In the right way, and
when to use it at the right time.
Yeah.
Because it's quite
it's
important
knowing when to step back, isn't it?
be kind of in yourself sometimes, but then knowing when to step forwards and saying, this is when I need to, you know, shine. kind of
a
thing.
learning professionalism, isn't it?
Yeah.
What is it about teaching at Stagecoach that keeps you here?
Oh, Kate, 17 years.
I know, 17 years.
Let's go for it, girl.
Yeah, I still look young.
Yeah.
No, it's the fact is every term is different for me, and there's challenges coming along all the time, and that's what makes it so fun. That I've been to the Civic, you know, that you've had kids in Joseph, you've had demonstrations in front of parents, so you've got to perform your pieces you've done. Just my kids have been through it as well, and been with Trudy, which was amazing. It's just all brilliant to me. I
Opportunity.
just
You wouldn't get anywhere else.
See, I
really.
like the fact of teaching teeny tiny ones all the way through to your 18, 19-year-old ones. But for me, I think it's when those teeny tiny ones actually grow up and they end up in furthers like we saw today in the performance they did today. And I look at them and I think, I used to teach them when they were tiny.
I do that all the time. I'm looking at them
when they first came in.
walked in the door, Annabelle, hello,
love
big
it.
cuddle, and I was the first person to ever talk to
That's
in
gotta be
Stagecoach.
really
That
nice.
feels amazing.
Yeah.
And look where she's gone,
Yeah.
West End and
I
everything.
think I've only been here, a year and a half, actually. A year and a half. But I'm constantly developing my own teaching skills as well, which can only be a good thing, because I'm always learning. And then I think, that worked really well, we'll do that again. That didn't work so well, we won't do that again.
But I'm always
adapt it and
learning
always
after 6
changing.
years.
Well, yeah,
Exactly.
you must know everything, Trudy.
No, she's still learning.
No, I'm still
I
learning.
think that's
and
it's a
the
good
joy.
thing. I'm always learning, and it,
And
self-analysis
you
and
came
development
here
is
though,
good.
didn't you? You said.
I did come here, yes.
And we had a conversation that she auditioned for Annie.
Do you remember? I
With
was in
Sue,
Annie.
when Sue Pollard was at the Civic, and I took the auditions
Really?
in that hall.
I was in
Yes.
Annie with Taken Shaw.
All right, yeah, I remember.
With
Yeah.
Sue Pollard.
Sue Pollard.
I watched her then.
I was
Yeah,
like
yeah, I see that.
11.
Yeah. Wow.
I think so. I had to come back.
I think sometimes you can learn obviously a lot about your skill that goes hand in hand. You need to go home, you need to research things that you didn't quite have the answers to. But I think that's probably goes without saying. But the other thing that I find I've learnt that is how to deal with people. I teach early stages, and they walk out the door. A little 4-year-old needed this sort of holding hand today, and was felt this way today, and then a teenager walks in with a completely different issue straight away like that, and your skills are totally different. And then as you finish, you come past and you see parents who then talk to you. So you are going around these age differences like this, and there's a completely different way of not only working with each age group, teaching.
What you're saying as a teacher is exactly what it does for the kids as well.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
they relate to other age groups, and I've always said that extended families are becoming more rare, so that in their daily life they're mixing just with children of their own age group at school. They're not allowed to play out as much. And for here, when they come and they're interrelating with all different age groups,
It's
brilliant
really nice
for them
when
in
you
that
see
regard.
some of the older ones hugging
Look at
the younger ones.
I know.
It's really nice,
It is.
isn't it?
It is.
Some
It's
of the
gorgeous.
tiny ones.
Boys,
yeah,
with these little
hugging,
3-year-olds.
and it's really
Gorgeous.
nice. It's really nice. Really
But
nice.
some kids say it's not cool to be around younger kids, but
But-
like my
Oh,
Joe
absolutely.
We don't
is
see that here.
coaching scootering to younger boys. My
Absolutely.
son and Trudy had him here, and I remember in early stages when he was a bit older than some of them, she said, "Can you help the younger ones?" And I think that's paid off.
Absolutely,
It's
yeah.
like amazing.
That's a
you
skill
know.
in itself,
Natural.
isn't it?
Yeah,
yeah.
Skills.
Yeah,
So they
absolutely.
support each other. And they can-
Because I
They've
say
been
to
there.
the kids all the time, it
And
doesn't
it
matter
is
what
Yeah.
walk of life you go into, who does not want somebody who can speak in front of a crowd
Yeah.
and not be worried about that, who can work as a team, who can show initiative and lead a team. It doesn't matter whether you're going to be a doctor or work on the checkout at Sainsbury's. All of those skills are going to do them well in life, and that's what I think we give our kids, and that's what I'm proud that we give our kids.
Can I just add something? Because I remember the original question is what keeps you here, wasn't it?
Mhm.
Well, I think you keep me here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
absolutely.
yeah,
That sounds
Thanks, Trudy.
I do. I know you're a fairy godmother, and
She
I don't
is.
say it lightly.
No.
I know that I speak to you about other things as well that aren't Stagecoach related, and I don't think you
That's
realise
so
what that
true.
does for people.
Absolutely.
That's so true.
It's totally true.
I don't think you realise.
I don't think you
totally agree
realise,
with you
yeah.
on that one.
I do. It's true. Yeah, it's absolutely true. You must feel you feel supported. So I feel that when we've got a team, it's loyal, and it should be.
And I never
that
feel like
runs across to all the children. They can see
Yeah.
we interact so well as a family,
We feel
We
secure
feel
as well,
safe.
we do,
and we pass that on naturally
yeah,
to the children.
and I never feel like I can't talk to you about something. Never.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Your group
That's
therapy
lovely.
for us, really.
Instilled.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Your group therapy.
Oh God.
Which you didn't even realise it.
I bet everyone's approached you at some point with some sort
Oh,
of
yes,
Trudy,
all the
I want
time.
your opinion on this.
Well,
Which is what this
I'll
really
give
is, isn't it,
credit
group
to my head, because when I very first started this, I thought, how am I going to do this job well, or how's the best way I can tackle it? And I tried to model myself on a headmaster that I had, who gave people enough freedom to show what they were capable of doing without giving it on a ticky list and
Yeah.
rewarding
that's
people
good management.
with giving well, it doesn't happen a lot now, does it?
No,
really?
it doesn't. No, not at all.
And it's sad. So I'm glad, ladies. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You deserve it.
But that's it. You allow us to be creative. Do you know what I mean? We go on about the kids, showing how creative they can be, but you also give us enough string,
Delegation.
if you like, to be able to create ourselves, and in that way, within that, we grow.
And we're happy.
That allows
and that's why
our
we
passion
keep
to come out to the children. It's not like a list, this is what you have to do, and you think, oh, I don't really like that, I don't feel that, so it doesn't work, does it? You actually feel everything you do,
Creativity.
and therefore it comes across like that.
Creativity
Hopefully, bouncing up and down, Claire, you were saying.
Creativity isn't always easy either.
Not really.
Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you've got to draw it from somewhere. You're like, ooh.
Or physically draw it like you've been doing recently with all your maps with the videos.
Yeah, but sometimes I
Literally
would say,
draw it.
all right, not so much with that, but maybe with the creative side of me that does the painting and stuff. Sometimes I'm not in the mood for that. Do you know what I mean? So to be able to create in that respect, you have to draw it from somewhere.
But the kids
You've got to
can
be
do
inspired.
that as well.
The kids
can't
inspire
they?
you.
The kids do that.
Inspiration, yeah.
You won't have an idea and you'll say, go and work on this,
Oh,
and
yeah,
they
all
do
the
something
time.
fantastic.
And that
Trudy will
inspires
walk
you.
in, you say, just say that was me. You know, they're amazing.
Well, when they do that. When the other day when I said, you've got to watch this, come and video it, because it's just, they love it and they want to do it.
They'll
and
spark something up in your head.
But I think
that's brilliant. Why didn't I think of that?
But I also think because we bounce off of each other as well. You know, we bounce off of each other and the kids, so ideas grow
Yeah,
Yeah.
in that
definitely.
respect. You know.
And the kids definitely model themselves on what they work with, definitely. They use their ideas and they
I think
do
the
it their own
interesting thing that some parents tell me, which you kind of know ought to happen, but it's really nice to know that it does happen, is that Stagecoach pays off in their academic life as well at school. And so it might be something as simple as the little tiny ones actually putting their hand up in class and answering questions when they never used to.
And the
Do you get a
teachers
lot
will
of
pass comments
parents
on
giving
it.
you
We do.
feedback?
Yeah.
Yeah. And some
That's lovely, isn't it?
one lady in particular is convinced that her child went from having special needs to getting exceptional exam results. So that's got to come down to having the confidence to
Believe in
push
themselves.
ahead and to know that they're capable of doing it. Yeah.
You know, I so wish I had a Trudy and a Stagecoach when I was a kid.
Oh, so do I.
I did.
Lucky Chloe!
I so wish I did.
And you looked
It's so
exactly the
different.
same as you do now. You look
Oh, now this is going ridiculous. I'm not putting that on.
Three.
Reading with
She's sitting here with no makeup on and she...
Isn't that right, like with reading with scripts? Because Sophie's come on, her reading wasn't great at all, but doing script after script, she's
Absolutely, because that's
really
her
come
passion.
on.
So
Yeah.
she wants to read.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
motivation in itself.
Yeah.
The big drama project that I did when I was in mainstream that started me in Stagecoach, I had a little girl in my class then who put 4 years on a reading age because she wanted to read the script. So it was things like that that made me realise this was pre-SATs and pre-national curriculum days, that this was something that would help kids. And all my dyslexic kids came on because that was something that they could compete on a level playing field for. Nobody was asking them to write anything down. A little girl who was really poorly, it did wonders for her because it gave her something that she wanted to come to school for. And then once the national curriculum came, I knew it would never happen in mainstream again.
But it's like, you know, French, when you have an oral exam or Spanish, Joe he's changed from French to Spanish, and he's had to go and, you know, recite something in Spanish. But because he's done drama with you and he can bring that across, you know, he gets an A star and you say, what's that? I'm not sure really what it means, but he can bring it across.
That's brilliant.
It's just amazing.
And selling it's
Exactly.
worth a fortune. isn't
That's
it?
that's the thing.
Helps across everything, doesn't it?
And winging it, Janie?
Winging it,
Oh,
winging
we
it,
always
yeah.
wing it.
Yeah. But that's it. You
What
see, I
area?
would,
So how would
it's
you
like
describe winging it, Jenny?
winging it, winging it.
Just
Let's
for those
see,
who
winging
don't
it.
know.
Winging it is making it work when everything you totally at a loss, and you make it work. You don't know what's going to happen, but it all pulls together somehow.
It's improvisation at its
Improvisation,
most
like-
beautiful.
Yeah, it is. It's
Something's
wonderful.
going wrong and you've got to sort it
And
out.
that's
but
one
wing
thing
it.
that all our kids can do.
And
Yeah,
who
they
doesn't
did.
need to do that?
Like yesterday,
work on a
when they
daily
got up
basis?
and started doing that, whatever it was.
What was that?
Well, there was no
Oh, the
techno.
hacker.
The what?
The hacker, wasn't it?
The hacker,
Oh,
yeah.
that was brilliant.
There's
Yeah.
technological problems, can't even say that word. So off they get, right, let's do this then, shall we? Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.